16th September 2021. Temperature is 23 degrees Celsius. It's about 4 o'clock, and I have a lovely video of the Fritillary butterfly. It's now resting, pretending to be a leaf. It's amazing. I have brought a meter rule with me just to show how high the stinging nettles are, and that's a meter rule. And there you are. You get some idea of the height of these. They're higher than, well over 2 meters, and they will grow a bit more once the winter comes. But for the foreseeable future, the temperature next week is 19 and 18 Celsius. So well above the temperature for growth. So there it is, and on a lovely sunny September 16th in the heart of Kent. Just showing you the growth of the stinging nettles, which were cut at the last visit. I forget now when it was, and not long. And look at the growth. And then, of course, there is the growth of these, and these are, easily 2.5 times normal height. And they're really, really going up and up. We are back here at with the flowers of the Bergamot Mint, Bergamot, and there are some more. And there's a huge bed here, quite a lot of bergamot. You can look it up to see what it does and how we can use it. And this is the wild bergamot. There are some lovely full flowers. You can see what it's like. Beautiful, absolutely delicate purple, really delicate. Lovely scent here. And this plant has got lots of flowers. The others have flowered and finished, but here there is a lovely, it's just beautiful. And light scent on the breeze. So there is the bergamot plant, the wild bergamot. I'm going wild on the wild bergamot because next time I come, the temperature may be a lot lower, because it will be, it's nearly end of September. Next week, 25th, the weekend is the 25th. And we're very lucky to have had a glorious last 10 days. Saturday and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday next week is rain. No rain today or tomorrow, so it has been nice and dry. But it did rain, like thunder, lightning, lots and lots of rain. So we've had good water. But these plants are just absolutely gorgeously, amazingly beautiful. Here are 2 beautiful mushrooms, you would call it, but they are fungi, and I would not eat them. I've got a meter rule so that you can tell how big they are, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Here are twins, and there's a single one. There are plenty more. I will show you. We've had the rain, and this is the lovely result. Same variety, but now you can see how much bigger they are, or it is, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Looks like baked bread, and you just want to pick it up and eat it, but I wouldn't. Poisonous. I'm back at the pond. I'll keep quiet because I will scan. You can see the dragonflies flying and hunting. He is near the log, if you can see. Obviously there are insects near the shallows. These are oak logs. When the oak tree fell down, we had lot of wind some years ago. The whole tree fell down. Huge one. We couldn't move these. The others we've cut and put on the side, but this one we couldn't move. But I'm looking forward to opening the sky. As you can see, there is very little sky, and that is what is not good. You should have more sunlight coming in, and the way to do it is by looking up. So all those trees have to come down to open up the sky after end of September, almost end of October, and all the leaves have gone. Otherwise it is a job to take them down. Sun is shining, as you can see. It's beautiful, beautiful afternoon on the 16th of September. It's what used to be called the Indian summer. Why Indian summer, I don't know, but it is a very balmy. You can wear just a sweater or shawl and you're warm. Don't need a coat. And the dragonfly is flying just in that area, round and round, round and round. I've been standing here some time, but there are no insects to bite me, thanks to the dragonflies. Though with all this water there must be lots and lots of mosquitoes and insects. There I just saw, it's beautiful, it's got a blue, there it is, you can see it. Flying away. Yeah. Here is a meter stick again with the bracken. So you can see how high the bracken is above the meter stick. And again here you can see lovely sky above, and but where the bracken is, there's no tree growth. And as I said last time, this can only be kept down if you had cattle, and cattle need strong fences, and of course water. There is no water here. It would have to be piped in. That costs a lot of money, and so on and so forth. The tree canopy is as dense as it is going to be, and so it is very, very dark down here, and nothing is growing. You can see old trees, good habitat for insects and invertebrates and vertebrates. And I love this tree particularly. I'll show it to you. I've always enjoyed this oak tree. It's how 4 oak trees have grown, and in the middle there is a nice little pool where the water collects when it rains. At the moment it is dry, but what do you call it? The water flows out, but it's just beautiful. It looks magical, I think, to me. Absolutely, the whole place is magical. Here are the 4 oaks growing together, and I put the meter rule so you can see how high, well, not high, how wide they are, and it's a beautiful, beautiful view. I've been showing you water in this stream. Though it has rained a lot, really rained with thunder and lightning and so on, there is no water here. So the poor creatures that live in the water must have burrowed into the soil, kept keeping themselves warm. There is no rain predicted till Sunday, and today is Thursday. And here we are. That gives you the height and the width as well of this little bridge. This is the other end of the bridge. Again, very dry. We should have brought a spade to clear the debris so that when the rains do come, which they will come, this will be full soon for the winter. And then you can see the height of the bridge. It's a brick bridge. You can see the ruts. This is the path through the woods where you can walk horses and have little walks, but you can also, they would log the trees. This was a working wood. They used to make charcoal and lots of, look it up and what till the Second World War, this was a working wood. It's not a working wood at the moment, but the The ruts are still here. This is definitely hornbeam, and it's a beautiful view down the stream, but there is no water in the stream at all today. They have been coppiced so much that they have become really works of art. Beautiful, beautiful works of art. So intertwined, so gorgeous. And we have to look after our woods. This is the bridge. It has blocked because I had nearly 10 tons of wood I was going to sell, and a lorry came in through the gate, though I had put padlock on it, and stopped there and filled it up. And the weight of the lorry, this is an old bridge, and as you can see, I put the meter rule there to tell you the height, and the bricks in the middle have fallen, and we can't really access them. So when the water comes, the rains come, which they will come soon, and the water comes down, it gets blocked. But people don't think. Just for a little bit of wood and money, obviously. I had cut them 2 meter long, really good hornbeam logs. Here is another beautiful hornbeam, coppiced hornbeam. These, I would think, 70, 80 years old. Since 1954, this place has not really been used as a working wood. You can see all along the stream there are coppiced stools on both sides, and that told you that your property was one side and the other chap's property was over the other side. Works of art, these coppiced trees. There is the other end of the bridge. The water will come from my view, the left of the picture, and then it will go under the bridge where the bricks have fallen down, and on the other side, and then it's downhill all the way to the river belt, and then the river Medway. And as you can see there are drainage channels. One of the conditions of the wood is that it should be drained, keep the drainage channels clear, and once the rains come, we shall do our best to keep the drainage channels clear so that it doesn't flood. But what the council has done in Ashford is they have got some years ago, 20 years ago, the Stour River Valley Project, STOUR, and because lots of houses had been built in the floodplain of the river Stour, now these houses were getting flooded, so they have directed the water, and that is why it is called the Stour River Valley Project. They have directed the water into the woods. And I had an amazing experience about 18 years ago. I was happily standing in the wood. There was only water coming up to my Wellington boots, the soles of my Wellington boots. I think I had stood there about half an hour or so, and then the water had risen to my ankles, and that's when I said, we better get out of the wood. I did not know about the Stour River Valley Project, and that they would let the water go into the wood. And when, as you know, the water starts to come, there isn't much time. I wouldn't drown in it, but it wouldn't be very pleasant, be very wet in January, wouldn't be very pleasant. And then we did come back and found that all the fields around here were flooded. It is obviously cheaper to compensate the farmer for his lost crops. The fields were flooded for weeks, 6 weeks, 2 months. There are floodgates which come down, and then you can't go across, or they're brought across, and your car can't go because there is so much water. But you can't go to the wood either, and the speed of the water is amazing, something to see. Maybe if it happens this year, I shall video it and show it to you. This grass is absolutely beautiful. It is so soft, and as you can see, very fine strands, and that's the same grass all over the wood. Not the grass we have for our lawns, but very light lime green, soft grass. Since this is a site of special scientific interest, this is original grass, I suppose. It has not been grown to a plant for lawns. It's just the way it grows. Beautiful color. Here is another beautiful hornbeam coppiced many times, and it has grown very big now and straddling the path. Lovely. The time is 6:20. That's my alarm. It has just gone. Here is the grass again. It is we keep the path clear, and the result is this lovely grass, very lime green, very frondy. They looks like little tiny fronds. Obviously must be related to our lawn grass, but it is not lawn grass. It's just absolutely wild grass. Beautiful. Here's a tiny little itsy bitsy flower. I shall identify it later and let you know. It's only got 4 petals and a center, just like a normal flower, but it's absolutely beautiful and a lovely yellow color. Tiny thing. As you can see, it is growing where it gets the most sunlight, and the bracken is there, so need to cut the bracken back so it has a wider habitat, bigger habitat. The bracken have grown over the path, as you can see, well over the path, both sides. It's about 7:15. Sunset is about 7 o'clock today. You can see the grass has grown a little bit. It's beautiful, clear sky, absolutely clear, and it has not. It has rained, so the air is fresh, very pleasant, not at all cold. Here is the thistle plant again, and it's all dry now. All the leaves are going. Autumn is here. You can feel it. The plant knows autumn is here. September 16th, 2021. So the plant knows it is winter's coming. This grass is darker. It's also thicker leaves, stands up, and it's probably because it is wet here. It's under the trees and the land slopes, so it gets very muddy and wet here. So this is a different type of grass. Lovely bird song. The sun is setting. This is as dense a foliage as one is going to get. Another month of growth, then the leaves will start to fall. That was a train that went by near the bridge. This pond definitely has more water in it, so plenty of water to drink, which is very nice to see. Though we will have to clean the pond out soon, I think. Once the rains come, then the pond will be too big, too deep to clean. So I suppose one should get the waders in and clean the pond while it is so low. Good idea, actually. Hadn't thought of that. It's time to clean the pond. You can walk right around the pond. It's quite pleasant, very pleasant. But glad to see the water still there. Look at the sculpture of this tree. It is growing on that side and no branches on this side because the sun is over that side. And here's the tree leaning against the other tree and still alive. That's the tree that over there. Next time I'll film it, record it. It fell by itself and blocked the path. And that's a lovely tree. Again, very interesting shape, tall and thin.